In my hands, I have Awake America literature that has the contrast between the two parties, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party for the year 2016. I want to read about the Democrat Party position on page 19 that has as its agenda the LGBT community. And it says this: Democrats applaud last year's decision by the Supreme Court that recognized LGBT people, like every other American, have the right to marry the person they love. But there is still much work to be done. Restaurants can refuse to serve transgender people, and some same-sex couples are at risk of being evicted from their homes. That is unacceptable and must change. We will oppose all state efforts to discriminate against LGBT individuals, including legislation that restricts their rights to access public spaces. We support a progressive vision of religious freedom and rejects the misuse of religion to discriminate. My translation of that is that if your viewpoint is as mine, that God set forth what marriage ought to be between a man and a woman, if you believe, as I do, that the Bible is inerrant, infallible, that it is the Word of God, and I use as my basis the King James 1611 Bible authority, then basically what the agenda of the Democrat Party for 2016 is saying basically that we will have to adapt or modify or somehow come into compliance with this, because the agenda is to take people's preferences and then make them law. I doubt if we could eventually restrict it to what we call now incest or homophilia or pedophilia, I might say, where that any situation, if somebody says, well, this is my right as a person that I can do under the guise of religion, and I can practice whatever sexual preferences that I want, I think we are in for a very sordid and a very distasteful outcome. The Bible is specific on marriage. God instituted the family before He instituted the church. And I stand with the Holy Word of God, and I hope that you do as well.